Hi guys, how have you guys been doing? Hope you guys have been doing fine. I have been fine myself. I can't complain. We thank God for the greatest. We thank God for the mercies. For those who don't know me, I'm your host, one and only Places Queen, Regina Jokithura. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. We love visitors. We love new people. We enjoy the company of new people. If you've not liked my channel, please like. If you've not subscribed, please go to my YouTube channel at Regina Thura. Subscribe, share my content, give me views on what you want me to talk about, and we will be going on smoothly and very well. So apparently the last video that I shoot, I say that we'll be continuing with mental health episode 3, and basically on this episode what we'll be talking about is our parents relationship with our mental health, like where our parents get in when it comes to matters mental health. Anyway, guys, welcome to my channel. Feel at home, feel welcome. Jibam MC. Roll with me. Let's enjoy this ride, guys. Karibuni sana. So, I think the one thing that many people underestimate is the power of a child and a mother's relationship. Because I guess most of our depression comes from home. Then now it grows into, you find yourself having very many traumas in life. I mean, for example, if you're from a very abusive background, that is, your mom is very abusive to your dad, or the other way around, because these things happen, whether you like it or not, there'll be a certain trauma that will come around, and it will affect you either negatively or positively. And with the research that I have done, most of our connections with our parents like deteriorate when we're at our youth, because that's the age where you're going through your adolescence. That's the age where you're going through knowing yourself. You start understanding, oh, Kumbe I didn't like doing this. Kumbe it was because my mom used to do it more often. I am rather into trousers than into skirts. So everything becomes such a transition between both the parents and their children. And now that's where the problem comes in, because most of our parents won't want to adjust to the new people that we are becoming, and most of us children won't want to adjust so that we can fit our parents in our own worlds, because apparently we all have very different dimensions of worlds in our head. So that brings in that collusion of me and my mom never get along, me and my dad never get along, me and my family, we're not that close anymore. And I think the one thing that first of all I want to put out before I continue is I need parents to understand that you're never always right. Yes, you want the best for us. Yes, your intentions for us are the best, but you also need to understand that no one is perfect. So you having the mentality of you're always right is wrong. And at the same time, children should have the mentality that your parents want the best for you. So some decisions they make, some things they do with an intention behind their minds of, I want this child to be the best version of themselves. But apparently how we are conveying that message is so different, because you remember our parents have been brought up in a very different era, and not most of them are able to adjust to our new era, because there's a lot of technology, there's just a lot that comes with our era. So most of our parents are not able to keep in tune with our era, so you find how they handle some matters is quite different, and maybe in they handle it in a way that I wouldn't say is wrong, but they would do better. So I think right now I want both of us, both our parents and us, to have a very open mind of no one is right. I want the best for me, and you as my parent want the best for me. So we have to come to that in between of how can I convey this message to my child? Because parents don't know the effect that they have on us with their words, with their actions, and with how they do things. At the same time, children don't know the effect they have on their parents with their words, with their actions, and with how we do our things. So you find that lack of communication will cause a certain mental disability for both parties, because mom is like, when Why is my child growing this fast? Kwani ni nini I'm not doing right? I have tried talking, I have tried everything, but it's not working. The child is like, mom ataki kunisikia, dad ataki kunisikia. They're just in their own era. I understand this is our 21st century and they're not intertwining with our new era. And I guess also when you come to understand that point where we both need to sit down and find that in between our parents and us, because trust me, if the whole world is crumbling, the only place you can run to is home. When the everyone doesn't want you, the only place you can run to is home. When even, the funniest thing is, even thieves, when your mom knows you're the biggest thief known in town, na asikie unaenda kuchomwa, trust me, she would rather sacrifice herself for you. The same to our dads, you understand? So I want us to talk about the relationship between our fathers, between fathers and sons, and between mothers and sons, and also the relationship between mothers and fathers that reflect on us. I mean, if you have not created a conducive environment for me to feel like home is my safe haven, then I will always, I'll always have that mental instability, that PTSD, because I'm like, if home can't feel home for me, then where else can home feel for me? I mean, for our parents, if you're having your quarrels, if you're going through your time, I think it's very important to really think about things that you do, things that you say before your kids, because there are things that you will say and that you will do that will impact your kid, whether you like it or not. There is this environment you can create for your kids that will either be a safe haven or they will always want to run away from that environment. What do I mean? I mean, dad anakuja kutoka job from, maybe he had a tough day. Mom, the same day, they come at home, the first thing, even without even acknowledging that you're there, they start a quarrel. You have been brought up seeing your parents quarreling. Whether you like it or not, you'll have a certain mentality about people quarreling. You'll have a certain mentality about marriage. You'll have a certain mentality about you won't even understand what it feels to be in a very peaceful environment. So even within you will have conflict within yourself because you're used to chaos, you're used to noise, you're used to all that drama and all that saga. And that is what comes to reflect to us in the future. That, what do I mean? I mean, either you become abusive as your parents, or you never learn to let people in, or you become the exact opposite of your parents. I mean, you want peace, you want quiet in your house, you want this and you want that. And now the problem comes in because we always want to do everything different. Oh, my mom used to beat my dad used to beat my mom. When I have this notion of men, I have this mentality of men are trash. I have the mentality of women. Mamangu alikuwa anakuja kwa nyumba saa tisa. Me, I've never seen my mom home at 7. So I have the mentality of all women have these, they're not loyal to men. You understand? So parents, please, 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 I want you to understand that your actions reflect on us, whether you like it or not, because we take what we see, we interpret what we see, and when our mind is not able to interpret what we see, then we have that mental instability. And since I can't go telling the whole world about what's going on at home, I keep it to myself. So whether I like it or not, I will be in a depressed state. That having been said, I want us to proceed and talk about the relationship between our fathers and our sons. What do I mean? I mean, for the longest time now, our fathers have become too busy for their sons. For the longest time now, the relationship between fathers and sons is such a huge gap. For the longest time now, our sons are not having anything to learn from their fathers because our fathers are too busy with a lot of things and forgetting about that connection with your child. That way, unapata this, whether you like it or not, you'll try to fill that void. You'll always, whether we accept it or not, you always want to have someone to look up to. And if that person won't be your dad, then we'll find something to look up to. Are we understanding each other? I mean, our fathers should take time to cultivate our relationship with their sons. Because if a son can't call you and tell you, oh dad, this is happening, this is what I'm going through in campus, this is what I'm going through in high school, this is what I'm going through with life, then you have failed as a father. I am so sorry to say, but you have failed and failed terribly as a father. If you cannot sit down and have a talk with your son, an intimate talk, and talk about things life, or you give stories of how even you back then you went through the same things, and it's normal to go through these things. It's normal to go through these changes. It's normal to have everything that we're going through. If you can't have that talk with your son, or your son fears you per se, I'm talking about fathers and sons, because the more we grow, the relationship between mothers and sons goes inaendanga ikipungua, because person is becoming more of a man. So what does he need? He needs manly advice. He needs to look up to a man and not to a mother. So if you're a father at home and you never talk about issues life, you never talk about issues relationship, if your son calls you and tells you, dad, there's this chileni I've seen and kuna vile tu ananibamba, you're all over the place screaming, oh ulienda shule kuwaste pesa, oh ulienda shule, please wacheni kutudanganya, because even you guys, when you were our age, you went through the exact same things. So you expecting us to be certain gods is not possible. At the same time, for us, we should learn to listen to our parents, because trust me, our fathers and our mothers have the best interest of us. If there's one person who wants the best for you, that person will be your father, that person will be your mother. So at the end of the day, we need to learn to find that equilibrium. We need to learn to listen to them more often. We need to learn to open up and talk about our views. Say, dad, there's something you did and apparently I didn't like how you did it. Dad, I came across this story and apparently I would like to hear your views on it. Like having these meaningful conversations with our dad. See, we come home, you sit down, everyone is quiet, tuna watch news. Dad ameingia kwa nyumba, tumenyamaza. We should be respectful of our parents but not fearful of them. And on that note, the relationship between our mothers and our daughters, we cannot learn from other people apart from you guys. So first of all, if you guys set a bad example, whether you like it or not, hadi wewe kunikanya will be very hard. Hadi wewe give me advice on a lot of things will be very hard, because even me, I have seen you most of the time you're mentally unstable. So how will a mentally unstable person have the strength to talk to me about something? Are we understanding each other? I think our parents should learn how to find the equilibrium with their mental health. Our parents should also take time to prioritize their mental health, because the stability of their mental health is balancing on even their kids and their surroundings. If you don't have a relationship with your daughter, if I'm going through something and I know if I call my mom, she'll freak out, she'll scream, she'll start condemning me, she'll start, I don't know, doing what, even without hearing my side of the story. Whether I like it or not, if I have no one to vent to, because even my own mom won't listen, I will find solutions that will be risky for me and for everyone else. I mean, things happen in life. And if you cannot run to your mom and talk to your mom about it, who else will you run to and talk to you about it? Because apparently some of our friends are friends who are just there to watch our downfall, truth be told. And yes, there are some who will be there for us through the tough times and through, the strings of life that, it lingers here, where you either go down or you either go up. So guys, I want us to find an equilibrium with our parents. I want us to stop this stigmatization of parents are always right, or parents will never listen, or parents never understand, or parents, or our sons, they just lost in everything. Have you sat down with your child and taken time not to judge but to listen and understand, why is this person doing what they're doing? Mothers, have you sat down with your kids and given them that space of, I allow you to express yourself with no judgment, but I will listen so that I can understand your world? Children, have you listened to your parents and understand where they're coming from and how they behave in certain manners? Where there's this miscommunication like along the road, and I need us as students, us as children, to stop fearing our parents, and for our parents to be very open with us on a lot of things. Anyway, guys, thank you for your time. we'll proceed with this discussion. Hopefully, I'll be able to bring my mom on board on the next episode, and we'll have this talk to understand like what parents really want from us, like what is their expectations, and if we don't meet the expectations, why does the pressure lie on us? And for us kids, what do we want from them? And we'll have a very open discussion with her or with my dad and be able to come to that point of understanding. Why is it that our mental health lingers in between these 2 points? Anyway, thank you for your time. For those who have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. For those who have not liked, please like my channel. And for those who have not viewed, please go view my channel. Please share my content everywhere. Please comment on my content. Anyway, thank you for your time. I really appreciated it. And bye, guys. Fellows. See you. Bye. Thank you.